I am getting on right at 8 o'clock tonight, actually a couple minutes after. So if you're watching, please log in, sign in, and we will get rolling tonight. The weather's a little scary out there. So I had a couple of technical difficulties in the beginning, but I was able to manage through that. So just bear with me and we will get rolling. I'm going to give you all a few minutes to check in. I've already opened up the evening and I will tell you a little bit about what I was doing. So hello everybody. So if you're here, go ahead and set a chat. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Cindy? Got on here right at 8 o'clock, like maybe a minute after. Got some construction going on in the house and I had a reading and then had to do some fix-ups. It wants me to reload the page. Okay, let's see if I can reload. I think it might be the weather messing with us. Are you still there, Miss Cindy? Type something else. Are you still with me? If you are, okay. It's not. I've lost everybody, so let me see if I can go ahead and reset this. I think it's the weather messing with us. Lost you guys. Sorry about that. I had to reopen the chat window. So let's see if anybody is back online. Hey, Gina. Yeah, everybody should be buffering. I apologize. I got 7 watching. Please type me a message. We haven't, because of the rain and the weather, we're having some difficulty. Because I definitely had everything going, and then it just message came, said I needed to reload everything. So let's get y'all into the room, and let's have some fun tonight. So I was working on, I see somebody says buffering here. There's Gina. I am here. Hello. Hello, Daria. All right. So I'm glad to see that some of y'all are responding. That way I know you're in the room with me. I see I have 8, and that's Paul. Hey, Paul. Good, good. So great. And then Gina saying, yeah, nice to see you too. I love that photo you posted, girl. You look some good. And I saw a photo. Good, good. So great. And then Gina saying, yeah, nice to see you too. I love that photo you posted, girl. You look some good. And I saw a photo that you. Let's chat a moment while we wait for some people to sign on. So really real quick, I like to always go over. Let me get something. A lot of dust in the air. Big old glass of tea. So this weekend is nothing's going on other than I've decided to stay home because of the weather and probably going to just hang out at the house. Next weekend, though, Friday is my birthday bash and gallery at Race and Religious. Please join us there. Tickets are $30. Before my birthday on Tuesday, yes, I believe it is Tuesday. Yes, looked at my calendar, the 22nd. Please join us there. Tickets are $30. Before my birthday on Tuesday. Yes, I believe it is Tuesday. Yes, looked at my calendar. The 22nd is the Orleans Paranormal Social Club. 1500 Cleary Avenue at my friend Allie's house. She has a ton of paranormal equipment. So we're going to have our first meeting there by her house because it's kind of centrally located throughout the city. So that way people aren't driving way out to Kenner or it's in Metairie, so it's a little bit closer and easier to get to. There's not as much parking by her house as there is by my house. Are y'all still there? Because I got something went wrong with the page again. Are y'all still there? Somebody type me a message. Okay, well, it went away, so I'm assuming that everybody's still there. So the 22nd, which is Tuesday, would be the Orleans Paranormal Social Club. And that's going to be at 1500 Cleary at my friend Allie's home. Please bring anything you want to bring. There are no members yet. We got a lot of members in the group, but we haven't taken an official roster. We will do that at that meeting, and those that want to join can join. The joining fee, if you want to join, welcome to join the meetings. It is a $20, I know, and I can't do a lot about that. It's buffering on YouTube as well. I know it's on YouTube and it's on Facebook. Guys, it's buffering on YouTube. It's the weather. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what, it's storming outside here. I will try. Just saw each other. We did just see each other, Heather. I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to restart the whole program and see if that's any better. But let me see. Are y'all okay? Because if I do that, it's going to disconnect everybody, and I don't really want to do that if it catches back up. Am I okay on YouTube? I'm freezing on Facebook too. All right, I'm going to shut it down and restart it and see if I can get people back in, because this. All right, are we back in? It should be buffering and getting back together now. So some of you are good and good. Okay, it's working on Facebook. So good. People say it. Other people say it's working on Facebook. So Tina, it might be your connection. But anyway, back to the Orleans Paranormal Social Club. We're going to meet there. I'm going to post a line. I'm going to post a Google Meets link, and I'm going to post it on the Facebook page. So if you cannot join us in person, you can join us on the Facebook page. You can join the meeting. So you don't have to physically be, because I would love you to be physically at Allie's. But if you can't get to Metairie Tuesday night because it may be raining, like it's doing now, or it may be something else going on, you can join us on Google Meets, and you can stay in with the meeting. To become a member, anybody can come to the meetings, but to become a member, and what does a member mean? Members mean this. If you become a member, you get to vote. I'm going to tell you that in a minute. You can vote. You can also have a vote in like where we're going to go, what we're going to do. If there's a limited event, members go first. Before other we go, like when we go to places to investigate, you have to be a member to do that. But you're welcome to join the meetings to see if this is something you want to do. How are you going to pay? Right now, I don't really want to take credit cards because we're trying to keep the cost low, and there's a fee with credit cards. There's a fee even with PayPal. There's a fee with the Square. There's a fee for everything. So we're going to probably do two types of payment. If you can come and pay cash, it'll be a lower amount. If you have to pay by credit card or through I guess you could Venmo, would not be an extra charge, or you could Zelle, right? If you can do any of those, you get to pay the lower amount. All right, because we're not charging, it's going to be $20, and I'm thinking maybe we might just do 25 if they have to use a credit card, just to make it a round number. Because the money if it comes to me, I have to take that money out and give it to the treasurer. I am not the treasurer. So there has to be a way that I can give money to someone without it coming out of my pocket. So we're going to probably charge 25. I'll subtract the fees and give the treasurer the rest. What your membership gets you in the Paranormal Club is it gets you a right to vote. It gets you the right to come on the investigations. There might be we might allow some people to come in the background, but you will not be active in the investigation unless you're a member. And again, the meetings will be, whenever we have a meeting, it will be both online and in person. So you don't have to miss meetings because you might live in another city or you may not live close. They will be online so that your voice can count. There will be a lot of education at our meetings. That's what I plan to for our meetings, is to have a lot of education, because we need to teach people how to use the equipment properly. We need to teach people a lot about, when we go do an investigation, how to allow the space. Because what I see in the investigations that I've been on with a group of people is that everybody just goes bananas and goes through, walking through and talking and doing, and you can't. You have to do a real investigation. It has to be under very strict mapping. Like you have to, like when we did a home, we literally put cameras in certain positions where things were felt, so you couldn't cross in there. You had to leave. That area couldn't be filled with people. We would put cameras in there, and so that we can watch. We put recorders, so you have to be quiet. So we put recorders in place so we could pick up sound. And then we have people who go through those sound bites. Just because you didn't hear anything with your ear doesn't mean there wasn't any sound. We'll have people go through the sound bites and see if they picked up any wording or any hints of anything. And if you listen to my paranormal tape, that thunder's bad. If you'd listen to, I kind of went through my paranormal course online on YouTube. If you can find it, I go through a little bit of it, and you can see in one of the videos that we did that I put on there, which it was like a slideshow, it had a video in it. You can see, we were actively working like a seance, ask if anybody was there, and you can actually see the shadow go from one person to another, or you can hear light sounds in the background that we couldn't hear at the time. But once we had the sound person go in and really listen, you can hear like the names and words and things, and like just different things. So you can sign up at any time. There is no deadline. You can come to the meeting, and if it's for you, it's for you. If you just want to come to the meeting and wait to see if we're going to go do something that's fun, you can wait to do that. So it's just when you do the membership, are going to get a card with Orleans Paranormal Social Club on it, and your name and a number, and so you'll know what your number is, and that's how we line up everything, by your number. So anytime, when you pay your dues, I think we'll do yearly dues, maybe it's like 20. It's gonna be like $20. It's gonna be cheap, but we're gonna do fundraisers, and those fundraisers are gonna go towards building, creating, if we go to, we're planning to go to Tennessee. We already know that. So we're trying to see if we can get a fundraiser enough to raise where we can get a bus, where we can all be on the bus together for the ride. And so, so that way, we're not all trying to take our cars and drive. We'll actually have a bus that we can take up and stop in Vicksburg and then stop in Memphis. And so that's our plan. We're going to spend a night in Vicksburg doing investigations there. It's one of the haunted bed and breakfasts from the war. And then we're going to go on to do another investigation on the following night and then drive back. And if we can get a bus, that would be great. So that's the plans. That's what we're trying to do. And if we can't get the bus, then we're just going to all pack our cars and drive. But we'd like to be able to get a bus for that. And that first meeting is July 22nd. It's all posted on Facebook and my website for the timing and the location. I will post a link this week, probably by Friday, whenever Magni gets home, because he's my guy that does all that. He's supposed to come home tomorrow, but with the weather, I don't know. But by Friday, we should have a link for Google Meets for people to join the meeting. Yes, we want to fundraise, Gina, because we don't want people, because one thing I've learned about paranormal investigation is that unless you get a TV show, it doesn't pay. So nobody makes any cost you money to go on these things. And so we want to try to take away from that cost. So we're going to do some fundraising and do some things to raise money to help, so we can all maybe go, for little to nothing. Like I know if we go to the penitentiary, the one that's right outside of Tennessee, or if it's in Tennessee, it's a big haunted penitentiary there. It's $1,000, and it costs you $1,000 or $1,200, somewhere around $1,000 to just do the investigation. The penitentiary charges you that. So I don't want anybody to have to come out of pocket for that, you know. So we're going to try to do some fundraising and stuff for that, and we're going to probably eventually throw a kind of an event of some kind of paranormal event, maybe mix it with New Orleans Psychic Fair and kind of do paranormal versus and psychic all at the same event. So that's going to be interesting. So we're gonna talk about that. That has to be voted in. So again, you're gonna if you join the club, you're gonna be in the decision making for the structure. You'll have a vote. We're gonna put things up to vote. I can tell you now, I don't want to be president of this club. I'm already responsible for too much, and I don't want to be treasurer. I'll be vice president in case the president gets killed. I'm just kidding, or quits. But then we're going to try to revote until we revote for another president. Then I will take over till they get another. We do a revote, because we're going to vote for those things. But I'm not going to run for president. I can promise you that, because I got too much going on. I know I'm excited too, Jamie. This is going to be a lot of fun. But like I said, at our meetings, we're going to always do some form of teaching about paranormal investigating, so that when we go on, yeah, I know I have an overfull schedule. Stacy reminded me. By the way, Stacy, I'm going to have to call you after tonight's meeting, and I need you to follow up with something. I did send an email, but I need you to follow up on something for me. But anyway, it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. Like, we're going to go to Jefferson, Texas. It's a town full of bed and breakfasts, and it's all haunted. We got a lot of. That's where on the video show. That's where you got to hear some of the evidence that we captured there. So you'll be able to see some of those cool things too. And it's a nice little town. But again, we're trying to make it so that it's affordable for everybody, number one. Number two, that we fundraise to try to offset costs to people. And with your membership, you're going to get a card that's laminated with your name and a number, and that's how we track everything. That's how we track your voting, how we track your payment, how we track if you donate something, we can track that and give you a receipt for it maybe, or something like that. So we just want to be able to track everybody. Somebody will have a number. Okay. So that's the Orleans Paranormal Social Club that we will meet on Tuesday, July 22nd. On the 25th, we're going to have a gallery at Race and Religious. It is my birthday gallery. Please come out and help me celebrate my birthday. There'll be wine, there'll be cheese, and there'll be cake. So you're going to get something extra, and it's going to cost the same that it always costs with us, with Misty and I. So it's nothing extra, but come out, enjoy, and have some fun and partake in some libation and cake and cheese. Enjoy and have some fun and partake in some libation and cake and cheese. And then Misty and I and Magni, and I don't know if Catherine's gone with. We're heading to DeRidder to do an investigation with Louisiana Spirits. We'll be doing an investigation at the DeRidder jail. We have also found a jail that we want to go to. I'm not going to say the name of it, but we found another jail in Louisiana that is up for investigation that hasn't been investigated too much. So we want to go there. So we got some things planned that we're only going to talk about in the meeting. So please come to the meeting. And so that's Saturday next week. And that's, and then I have of course, I got to show you all the wonderful other things that we have here. So then I have in August, Christmas in July 1st. There's the thing. That's the one that's on my birthday at Race and Religion. You can find all this on my website, sid-patrick.com. And then also in August, we're doing energetics. We've already had a few people sign up for this class. Please sign up if you're interested. This is probably one of the most informative classes you will ever get. And this class went over really big at Touching Eternity this year. And it is, and you're never going to see a class that I teach that cheap. That's 2 days. So I want people to be able to afford this class. And I know we got a lot of stuff going on with, with the galleries and with, the Paranormal Club. And then we have, the big event, the cruise. So I want people to be able to afford to do things. So I'm trying to ease up the cost some, as much as I can for people, because I know times, everybody's having, times not knowing if they, what's going on in America today with the dollar keeps going up and down, and jobs are coming in and going out. So it's a lot of madness right now. So we're trying to play safe, and so we're going to be limited at what we do. So that's why I offer, like I said, energetics for $125 for 2 days. You can't beat it. It's a 2-day course. It's going to take roughly 8 or 9 hours to teach. So we'll probably do 5 the first day and 4 the next day, because it is a long course. There's lots of exercises in that course that you will be doing. So it's all about teaching you about your energy, and a lot about, we'll talk about more of that later. But again, then the big event is the cruise. Please get online now and at least put your deposit down for the cruise. You can get insurance if something happens. That's not included in the price. It is a little extra if you want insurance. I know I'm going, so I didn't get insurance because I know I'm going on that cruise. Unless the cruise itself gets canceled, I will be on the cruise. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking at, I'm going to be putting soon the structure. I got to meet with all three of the other 3 tutors for this event, or people who will be working with you, and we're going to and I can tell you now, this is going to be very informative and very social group. So we've already sold 10 rooms, which is phenomenal for in the first 2 weeks, because it was a really good pricing for that, and it was a deal where they matched a deposit. Don't know if that's going to happen again, but I would recommend getting on the phone and calling Nicole. Her number is on my website. She is the one that you will call to book the reservation. That is for the cruise only. Then there's a $400 if you want to do all the event stuff, the package. If you pay for that before December 31st, it's $350 for all the classes and stuff. So that's another really good deal. So I wanted to get that out there, talk about the cruise, talk about energetics, which don't miss that one, and talk about the gallery. I will wear red, and I don't know if I'm going to wear a Santa hat or not, but I might. I love, Magni put that in AI, and it created that for us. Misty looks so serious in that in that photo. It's like, good Lord. Anyway, folks, wanted to get that out there. So tonight I also want to talk a little bit about numerology, because I have people asking for a numerology class. I don't know when I'm going to. I'd like to teach it sooner, but I'm already teaching energetics, and that is, we're going to wear ugly sweaters, and that is, I think, more important than numerology at this point. Energetics doesn't only help psychics and mediums, it also helps everyday people. It helps you understand how to shine, how to rid your auric field of negativity, and how to put positivity into that auric field so that you shine and you begin to attract the things you need to you, so you don't have to go out and continue to look for it. Energetics, the class itself is going to help you understand why you are the way you are, help you understand why things happen, why do you keep getting with the wrong partner, or if you're dating, why can't you attract something more what you want. We're going to have all those conversations in energetics. So the course is designed to help you see how you think, how you feel, and how you react to those feelings, and how it affects the energy around you. That is what energetics is all about. And I said, I've already got a couple of people already signed up for the course. I feel like 3 right now are signed up. So it's a definite go. It's a whole weekend. It will be online. You can take it online or be here in person. So that is possible for you to be online. Okay. It has a lot of interaction in the course. If you're online, you're going to be interacting with people on this side. If there's a lot of people, I have enough people online, I can put y'all in with the interaction parts. I can put y'all together in line. So it's going to be good. But back to numerology. So tonight I haven't done a numerology chart for like ever. It's been about at least 6 or 7 months before I had done one. And it's if y'all ever seen a numerology chart, and I've showed them to you on here before, it's a very big chart full of numbers and letters, and it because of your own math and however you plan to do it, you always have to go back and correct stuff. And Lord, I had to correct. I had added the year wrong, so I had to go fix that, which means that then I left out I didn't see a letter that was in a name. Like I spelled the name, but I spelled it with one letter wrong, missing. So I had to go add that letter back in, and then it caused. So again, but after sitting with the person and saying, look, I'm going to put it, and now that we've got it fixed, I'm going to put it in ink. I caught yet another error that I made, because when we added the letter, it was next to a Y, and those who take numerology learn that when you have the letter Y, it depends on what the letter in front of it, whether the number goes on top or the bottom of the Y. So it changed 2 numbers, but that's all. It didn't change a whole lot, but it changed 2 numbers. So numerology. It's going to be in the afternoon. I'm going to probably start around 11 or noon. If you're asking about energetics, what time of day, it's going to probably start around 11, and we're going to go to like 4 the first day, and then come in probably at noon and go to 4 the next day, or make them at 11 and go to 3. I'll let people decide what they want to do for the second day. For energetics, like once everybody's in the class, the first day is going to be set probably for 11, and we'll probably go to 4. The next day, depending on what we have left, I'll let people decide whether they'd rather come earlier or later, because I'm easy. I could do either one. But it's going to take about 9 hours. I just got to find a good place to pause it and then bring it back in, and I have that piece, I think. So it's a lot. It's a lot. You're going to do a lot in that class, and we're going to have a lot of discussion afterwards about, towards the end, we're going to have a lot of discussion about life and about what you attract to you, and why you attract it. If you're going to figure that out, why do you attract a certain type of person? Why do you feel the way you do when you're around your family or your friends? You're gonna understand it, but now you're gonna have to go through and make some changes, okay, so that you can build that protective wall around you and attract what you need versus what you want. You're gonna attract what you need. If you really need a person in your life, you'll put out that energy, and that person will come into your life. Okay, so anyway, back to numerology. So I'm going to talk about numbers again. So anyone that understands numerology, you can use it in astrology. You can use it it's used in tarot. It's used in something else that popped up over here, but it went away, thank God. Wait for it to go out again, I keep hearing thunder. In numerology, it's used in tarot. It's used in astrology. It's used, a lot in life. Certain number sequences, people who see numbers a lot. People call them sometimes angel numbers, but if you really want to understand angel numbers, you should understand numerology and realize that angel numbers is basically numerology taken to the third. So they look for tries, like 111. So what is 111? Does that mean, I just saw an angel and that's my loved one talking to me? It could be, but mostly what it would mean is what 3 ones mean. There's a meaning for 3 ones. If I was not to look at the meaning and just go by what I know, I would say that 3 ones is about starting a creative project or starting something that was very creative, because 1 is about new beginnings and starting things, and 3 is about creativity. So I would understand something to that effect. That at 111, if every time I looked at the clock it was 111, it's telling me that I needed to get up and do something, or I needed to create. There's something that I need to work on. There's something that I should be doing. So, yeah, people will see sequences of numbers. Now, here is the part I need to say to you. If you're looking at your cell phone all the time, of course you're going to see 111, 222. It doesn't mean you're special. It just means you look at your cell phone too much. It's when you start seeing it randomly in multiple places. Like every time you turn your head, it's there. It's on a license plate. You turn around and look at a house and, oh, it's the address. Then it means something. But if you're just seeing it every time you look at your phone, no, you look at your cell phone too much is the problem. That's why he's seeing repeated numbers. So again, you have to look at the value of what you're seeing, okay, along with how you're seeing it. What is its meaning for you? And if you see the number 689 everywhere you look, it's on a license plate. You go to the grocery, you pick up something from the meat market, it says 689, and those are bizarre, random things. Now you don't sit there and look for 689. If you randomly just pick up something, you look, oh look, So you have to be real with yourself when you're looking at numbers, and you're trying to see, is this really a sequence, or is it me making it a sequence? Remember that. That's important. I have people tell me that all the time. Oh, I see 222 and 111 all the time. Then I watch them. It's because they live with their cell phone in their hand. So they're always, I see it on cars too. No, you've seen it probably once on a car, but because you happen to look at your phone, then you saw it in a car, you think that's the coincidence. No, that's not. Now, I'm not saying every time you see it on your phone or as on a time that it's not real. No, it can be. But you have to know whether it's, if you're looking for it or if it's just popping up. And it's something you don't normally do. It's like if you don't, like I normally keep my cell phone at my desk. So if I see it on my phone, but I had just seen it on a license plate and maybe on a sheet of paper that someone left at my desk, to me that would mean something, because that I don't look at my phone, and I saw it in 3 different places. Does that make sense to you guys? That's a little bit how, when you're looking at angel numbers, how they work. And I know there's a whole book on angel numbers, but I don't understand if that's somebody who just intuitively created those meanings to be angel numbers, or where those meanings came from. When I teach numerology, that comes from Pythagorean's rhythm. Pythagoras came up with those meanings and what that means and what those numbers mean and how they relate to life. That wasn't something that I created, because it's Pythagorean numerology that I teach. So understand that piece of it, because it has to be a basis. And the numbers are pretty constant. Like even in tarot and in astrology, the numbers all have the similar meanings. Just like color. When I teach you guys about color, once you learn the colors and what they mean, you can do aura photos, you can talk candles, you can talk color therapy, because it's transitional through all things. When you're looking at color, it's transitional through all formats. And I hope y'all understand that. So it's something I wanted to educate you guys on. If we get up to 10, and I only see 6 right now. Let's look up a glass on 6 or 8. I think that's 6. Yeah, we're at 6. If we get up to 10 peeps, I'll start reading for you guys. But anyway, and I'm not staying on late because I got work. Oh, look, we done jumped up. No, I thought we jumped up to 8. But anyway, because I took my glasses off, y'all can fool me. So, if we get up to 10 people, I will start some readings. Right now, I think we're only at 6. Hey, Jessica. How are you? I got to get up to 10 people. I'll start reading. I'm not going to read this with 6 people. I only got 6 people in the room right now. So I need to get at least 10 to really get a good group in here to start reading. So I will read if I get up to 10 people. Call your friends. Get them online. I thought Celeste said she wasn't going to be here tonight. And I did come on late. It says 8. Did it go up to 8? I got I got 6 still on my end. Looks like an 8 until I put my glasses on. Well, you need 2 more, Kimberly. Get me 2 more, baby. Go out there. Call somebody. Get me 10. I'll start to read. But anyway, so I wanted to talk a little bit about numerology because I had a client tonight, a numerology client that I spent time with going over the chart because I created a book for them, and it was for her granddaughter. So it was really cute. She's a newborn. And we did her life through her Saturn return. Hey, Mark. There we go. We're gaining more. Well, maybe my number's not adding up right. Where are we at, Mark? How many people says is in the room with us? Oh, and hey, and look, and Brother Joe is here. Hey, Joe. I'm going to see y'all on Sunday. That's going to be a lot of fun. But y'all keep jumping in, but nothing's changing in my numbers. What's that about? All right. I will do a couple. What time is it? We're at 8:30. We got plenty of time. I'm going to read till 9. So I got to close out a little early tonight because my house is in disarray. You have 14 on Facebook watching? Okay, I mustn't be. Okay, well, we're going to do some readings. All right, we had 14. Hey, Sophia. You had an unstable. Yeah, a lot of people had an unstable connection. The weather's bad here right now, so we got a tropical depression in the area. I think it's just a reason to drink, to get some wine. We have a tropical depression. Oh. All right, so I am gonna read for you guys. I'm gonna do like I did last week. I'm just gonna break this last reading I did. Ooh, let's hope that one. Let's leave that one out of the deck. Tower of Destruction just hit the floor. It's on the top. And the Hermit. Okay. So that's down the line changes. Ooh. And I just broke those, and now I'm going to break out symbology. I did that last week, but I had a lot of people love the symbology. So, all right. I'm going to shuffle. Oh, I forgot to take out the directions card because I know somebody wouldn't like if I pulled directions on them. Maybe you need some direction in life if I pull the directions on. You know, I'm going to leave them in because there's a lot of cards here. I don't want to have to go look for it. If I do, I'll just get another card. And let me break these. I read with these last time. Got the bed, the heart, and a drum. I ain't going there, Mark. Anyway, let me stop. All right. And I'm going to shuffle these. All right, let's see. I have 14. I see 14. Sophia has an unstable connection. Kimberly, 14. Jamie, Hearth Normal, 3. Okay, Jamie, you're the first one who asked. If you want to read, you gotta post it. I gotta know you're there. I gotta know who I'm talking to, so I know how I feel when I want to pull. Where I want to pull from. You're gonna get 6 cards, 3 from each. All right, Jamie, what's going on with you, my love? It looks to me like, so you got the Ace of Pentacles, you got that Tower of Destruction that hit the floor, and you got the Sun. So what that tells me is right now you're going through some friendship changes, and you're going to be getting rid of some people and bringing some people in, and you're looking for people with value. That's why the Ace of Swords was there. You're looking for people with value, okay? Now looking at... Oh, I could go to jail for this, but I won't. Thank God I'm going to try to make this G-rated. But anyway, girl, I got your hand. I got a magnifying glass. And I got your cat. So what that says to me, I'm going to say the G version. What that says to me is that you're very cautious at what you get involved with, okay? And that you take your time when doing things. So you're very cautious, before you get involved in something. You want to look at it, know it before you get involved in it. Look at Mark's all happy now because she got the hand and the cat. Don't forget, she also had the magnifying glass, Mark. But anyway. Oh, let's get crazy. Anyway, let's see who else I got. So Miss Cindy. Hey, Mary. People started to come. Maybe the weather's gotten better in some areas. So Miss Cindy, let's do your three. You're next. And this is Jamie's mom. Let me pull three out of this one for you. One. I'm not spreading them out anymore because last time I kept dropping too many on the floor when I was trying to spread them out on this little desk. Okay, Miss Cindy. Let's see what we got, Cindy, for you. I'll go here, here, here. All right, Miss Cindy. We got so you got the Hermit. You got the Hermit. You've got the Hanged Man, and you've got the Eight of Pentacles. What that tells me is that you, down the line, you're really trying to look at retirement. You're trying to figure out how I'm going to retire, and you're trying to pull all that together with work. And so that's something that you currently should be looking or you're going to start focusing on real soon. Because the Hermit is down the line for me. That's what that means for me. The Hangman is about balance and how am I going to take care of me? And it's like, how am I putting work in? It's all about looking at retirement, looking at what I need to do to retire and seeing if I can build that road to get there. And then there is glasses, a birthday cake, and a tree. So I'm going to think that it must be, I'm going to say this in a mediumistic way. And I don't know that because I'm really not tapping. I'm really looking at the cards for this. So what I want to say to you, Miss Cindy, is that it's probably near a birthday of someone that's passed near you. So think about that one, and you can let me know later. Latanya, hey, I think I buried my son again. My grandfather does it. To be with me, my son died in October. I bought abroad. Okay, you got, okay, so you have, okay, so wait. I'm trying to understand that. Okay, you have a son and a daughter. You have my granddaughter. I don't understand what my granddaughter doesn't to be with me. She doesn't want to be with you. My son died in October. I brought her to San Antonio. I live in New Orleans, but I'm taking care of my dad. So is your dad here in San Antonio, love? I would recommend, if you want some advice, that call Stacy, make a consultation appointment with me. Now, and that's if you just want to talk about what to do with that. But if you want me to connect for you mediumistically, you need to call Stacy, make an appointment. Right now, I'm just pulling some tarot cards and going through that with everybody online. I wouldn't like to put that all over the internet. So if you want to talk privately about that, I have no problem. I don't charge anything for a consultation, but I don't read during a consultation. We can talk about what's going on. I can tell you my insight, give you some advice. If you would like a connection or you want me to read for you, then there's, if you call, say it's all on my website. Mark, I'll take whatever card you give me, LOL. Okay, Mark. Let's see, because you're next, because you asked next for a reading, and then Joe. So let's do Mark. You want to know what, Mark? I'm going to put you right together, right there. There's Mark. Bump. Let me mix these back in and shuffle them. And pull three for Mark. I'm going to do three right in a row for Mark. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, Mark. First for you, I got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So what that tells me, looking at these three, that you got 2 girlfriends. No, I'm just kidding. What that says to me, Mark, is that the Queen of Wands, she's all about work. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's all about money and nurturing and growing money. So it's telling me to tell you, take it easy. The finances you need are going to come in. What you need in finances is going to materialize through work that you do. Not necessarily maybe your job, but you may do something on the side or something extra, but there's something you're going to do that's going to bring in some more money, that's going to help bring you some balance. Okay? The next thing I have is the circle, the royal flush, and the wall. So when I see that, and then knowing you, I would probably say that this just tells me that in order for things to go complete from you, that you have a wall up about winning. And so that tells me you probably need energetics, because you have to start speaking your reality rather than speaking, what you think you can't do. Speak about what you are going to do and what you can do, and start developing a plan, because then everything can come full circle. So I am going to say that to you too. And I will leave you with that. And then Joe, Joe loves a lot. Hey, Therese. So let me do Joe's cards real quick, and I'm going to pull Joe randomly here. 1, 2, 3. Symbology deck. And now I will do the big deck of tarot. You're welcome, Mark. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do the cards first. So you got the Hierophant. Oh, he's the Pope. You've got the Queen of Cups. And you have Justice. So what that tells me is that the Pope is blessing you right now with a time for you to get your emotions in order. Get them in control, and it's time to make decisions. That's what Justice is about. Do what's best for you. It's time to make decisions. It's time to get your emotions in line and make things work for you. Now let's look at the other 3. I have the bed. Why do these 2 run together? I have the tree, and I have a bottle of alcohol, which means that if you don't do that, you're going to end up in bed drinking the rest of your life. So let's get things together so that you cannot do this. Okay? That was funny. One was one way and one was completely opposite the other way. And one was telling you, if you do this, you won't go through this. Okay? Trying to escape things. All right. So... Okay, all right, they said, thank you. Okay, 3 cards, please. Sophia, you're the next one. So, Sophia. Then after Sophia, it'll be Melissa. So, Sophia, let's see what we got, love. 1, I've been looking at that one. 2, and this one. 3, okay. And let's get 3 from this pile. Do y'all like the symbology cards? When I'm using those are a little different, because you can read them. I have students that after they take the mediumship course and learn more about symbology, that they really get into the symbology, like doing readings and stuff with them. You're welcome, Joe. Okay. Okay, this Sophia. So Sophia, what I want to tell you is I see a big change. So Tower of Destruction is all about change. It's all about getting rid of stuff that's not working for you. And it's telling me that in order for you to rest, because you got the 4 of Swords again, the 4 of Swords, that also tells me that you want to rest. That I want you to withdraw. I want you to start looking at the positive and start withdrawing from the things that are negative in your life, because change is happening. And so this is a 9 year. So this is a year of getting rid of stuff. So Sophia, my advice to you is, in order for you to just relax and not, relax and chill back and just enjoy life, there are things that you have to move away from you. And you already know what those things are. But sometimes it's just hard to let them go. So I'm going to say that to you with your cards. Now, you've got the magnifying glass. That one keeps coming up tonight. I need to start writing down when things are repeat. You have the outdoor scenery in daylight, and you have the magic carpet. So what that tells me is that, what it's saying to me is that you really need to look closer at what's happening, and in order to increase the light in your life, get rid of certain things so that you can fly smoother through and be more comfortable, more relaxed. They kind of both had the same meaning when I'm seeing that. So I do want to say that to you, and I will leave you with that. All right, Melissa, it is your turn. I'm going to pull some cards for you, And then after Melissa, I saw somebody else said after Melissa there was Mary. I will do. Right, Mary wrote for her awesome card, so I'm gonna do Melissa, and then I will do Mary. All right, Melissa, these are for you. Let's see what I get. One. Oh, I pulled two at one time, so I'm gonna keep it. And then just 1, 3. And then over here, when one jumps out at me like that, I'm like, I'm gonna do this one. No, I'm gonna shuffle these first because I think that's the same one that was on top. I'm gonna keep pulling that damn magnifying glass. Now I'm gonna pull 3 for you. And this one, if I get that magnifying glass again. 2. There's 78 cards. Sometimes I just keep pulling the same cards. That's really weird. Anyway, all right, let's do the tarot first. You've got, Melissa, you've got the Magician. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Lovers. So, Melissa, I don't know if you're married or not, but if you're not married, you might want to get out there because that looks really, really, really good. If you are married or with someone in a committed relationship, this is all about renewal, about taking it to a different level or taking it to a different place. So, I want you to really, really try to take it to a different place. I got you, Sophia. I know you, girl. So you got the Lovers, you got the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician. So that's what I want to say about that. Now the symbology cards I got is the color blue. The color blue, the bear, and the gamble. So what that tells me is that I feel that you're going to become very vocal about a large project or something very big that you're going to get involved in, and it's going to have a little risk to it. But if you stay focused, it's going to turn out okay. And I'm going to leave you with that, Melissa. Now, Mary, let's pull Mary's awesome cards. Did I miss Rob? Hold on. Guys, these things are going in front of me so fast and I don't have my glasses on. I don't even see Rob's name on here. Let me go back and see if I missed a one-timer up there because I don't want to forget anybody. But Mary, this one's for you. I'll do if I miss somebody. So Rob did not come across my screen. Is he over here? Because they usually both come up over here. Tell Rob, send me another message, and I will do him. I have no problem. Yep, I don't have any Rob. All right, Mary, it's time for your awesome cards. Rob, if you want to get read, send me another message. Because it didn't come through. I went back and I looked. I do not have your name anywhere on my board. And I got to be able to have some kind of connection with you to be able to read for you. So, there you are. Yes, Robert, now I got you. I see you. Okay, you're there. So you'll be after Kimberly. And Kimberly comes right after. This is Mary. All right, Mary, let's pull you, girl. Let's pull you some good ones. This one looks good. It's sticking out at me. Okay. Mary. So first I got the Ten of Swords, which is the swords in the back. I then got the Five of Wands, which is the battle. But then I've got the Chariot, the trip. So what that tells me is that, one, you're either going to take a trip to get away from some drama that's going on at home, or it could be the opposite. You have a trip that's planned, but some drama might prevent you from going on it. Let's hope it's the first, not the latter. And then the second one I got is the cat again, the chair, and the scissors. Oh, God, I need to take my mind out of this. I'm so in the gutter, y'all. I love y'all. And Mary's my gutter friend, so I can go there with her. But anyway, girl, it tells you need to trim. There's a chair, scissors, and a cat. I'm just saying, girl. Ooh, I won't go there. But anyway, let's look at this a little deeper. So what it wants me to tell you to do when I look at this is that I'm feeling that in order for things to settle around you, I want you to find the femininity inside of you. And once that happens, you're going to be able to cut loose some of the low-hanging fruit in your life and bring something better in. Okay? So know that I said that. All right, Mary. Oh, these cards are funny. Some of the things you can make out of it. Okay, and then we got Kimberly, then I have Rob, and then I got little Mark. Okay, so Kimberly, I'm going to pick 3 from the first thing from you after I shuffled them. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to pick 3 from the other group. Those symbology cards can be funny. You just never know what you're going to pull. Good Lord. Okay, Melissa. Let's see what we got, my baby. 3 random cards. So I've got the 7 of Wands. And then the 3 of Swords. And then the 3 of Cups. So what that tells me through numerology and these pictures is that it tells me that sometimes in order for you to celebrate life, you have to hold back on some of the family drama around you or the situational drama that's around you. And once you're able to hold back from it, then life will move forward. Yes, you should have a clean cat for your trip, Mary. So Kimberly, that's what I want to say to you. It's all about celebrating life and putting the woes behind you or any issues with family or anything going on with the family. Learn to be able to separate that so that you can move on with your life. That's what those 3 cards mean to me. And then I've got the double rings. I've got the tree with no leaves. And I've got the wall. And what that kind of tells me is that this is kind of saying you need to break through that wall so that infinity, because the double rings represent infinity to me. In order for life to go through and move forward with you, that you have to take down some of your walls. You have to trust yourself to allow some of your walls to be taken down in order so that you can rebuild and build yourself something better for you. Okay? Now I'm going to do Rob. Okay, Rob, I'm going to pull 3 for you. Okay, Rob, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Right there, I don't know why. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Rob, let's see what we got. Let's do the tarot first. I have got the 6 of Cups, which is home. I've got the 2 of Pentacles is balance, and then I've got the Devil. Now, the Devil is not a bad card. The Devil means that we put ourselves in positions by choice. So what that tells me right now is that right now you're trying to, what I kind of think is going on with this is there's some people in your life, which is home. I've got the people who are close to you. And it doesn't mean you have to get rid of them. It doesn't mean you have to, I keep getting these messages. It says reconnect successful. Yeah, I know, I've been talking to them. But anyway, I kind of feel what that's saying is you need to make some changes right around you there so that you can get out and enjoy life and feel more free, feel like you're able to get out and do more for you. And that's very important. Okay, I'm on little Mark right now. And then it's going to be, and then I will do Daria, and then I will do Bianca. That must be a little Mark. 1, I want that one there. 2. Then I want that one there. I want that one down there. Through this 2, but let me pull that one from the 2. 1. All right, and then I want 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Mark, little Mark. Let's see what you got. You got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. Wow. And the 3 of Cups. So swords are all about your education. Swords are all about issues and life situations. Just saying. You got the King and the Queen, which right now I think that you're really trying to steer the way you want. And I think that right now what this is trying to tell me, because I kind of know a little bit about what's going on with you, I want to tell you things are happening to you for a purpose. And there is a bigger purpose here. And so I think you need to understand that. Now, I randomly picked those cards. Okay, so that's wild that it was the King and the Queen of Swords, which is all about higher knowledge, higher learning. These are people who take control of their life situations and stuff. And it's also, like I said, about education. The King of Swords is sometimes could be a professor or a lawyer or somebody in a high-ranking type career bound. But then again, it's about celebrating. What's saying to me is that you will create your way to get where you want. Okay, that was a pretty cool pull. And then I got the palm trees, I got crutches, and I got gamble. So what that kind of tells me is not that you're going to break your leg or nothing, but what that tells me that sometimes you need to go out and get risky a little bit and enjoy life. That if you don't, it's going to hurt you in the long run. That you will learn by taking risks, rather than staying on that safe crutch. Okay, so now I'm going to leave you with that little Mark. And let's see where I'm at. So now I'm going to do Daria. Okay, Daria. And then it'll be Bianca. All right, Daria, let me pull 3 for you. Actually, I'm going to pull 3 for you, then I'm going to pull 3 for Bianca. Because the universe will do what it needs to do. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then let me shuffle these up good. And this is for Daria. 1, 2. I want that one. 3. Then these are for Bianca. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right, Dara, let's see what you got, my baby. Judgment. The 3 of Pentacles and Justice. So what that tells me, it's pretty clear with that one. So what it tells me right now is that there's some type of partnership forming with you that you need to pay attention to. And it's going to roll out good. Only thing I'm going to tell you is whatever this is you're putting together, whether it's a relationship with a person or if it's something in business, this partnership needs to be done legal and right in order for judgment to be in your favor. So know that I said that. Make sure you look at all that goes into it to make sure that you're doing the right thing, so that chromatically you're doing the right thing. And as long as you do that, it's gonna work out for you. So know that I said that. Now looking at the symbology cards, I gotta pull another one because you got the instructions. Remember I said there was some instructions in there in the beginning? Okay, so this is good. So you got the beach, the star, and the magic carpet. So what that says to me is that when you stay grounded, you will find your dreams. So you will find out, you will learn what you need by staying grounded, but keep your head looking up, okay, in order so that you don't miss and life doesn't pass you by. So I will say that to you, my friend. Now let's go to Bianca. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I love you too, my baby. All right. Okay, Bianca. So what I got here is the Devil, which is not a bad card. This means we accept things willingly. And then we got the 8 of Wands, which is about prosper going up. And this is about the Page of Cups, which is about new emotions. So what I'm going to tell you is that anytime you're making new friends right now, or if you're getting into a new relationship or anything like that, be cautious. Don't let your emotions pull you into things. Learn to look at things in a different light rather than being emotionally driven. That's going to help you stay safe. So I'm going to say that to you with that one. And now let's see what 3 cards you got. You've got the Moon, you've got the Letter, and you've got the Baton. So what that tells me is that, well, spiritually, I think you get your best messages at night by seeing this. So I would say that in the spiritual aspect, Bianca, that you probably are very connected at night, especially like for bed or when you're sleeping, you probably get great dreams or things like that. But I also want to say too, that I think you're going to get an unexpected letter, something that you didn't expect. That's what the Moon is, sovereign letter, and it's going to be something to celebrate. So, and the letter doesn't mean necessarily in writing and through the mail. Letter could also mean like you're going to get a message of some kind that's going to be eye-opening, and it's something you don't expect. So pay attention to that as well. And that is for you, Bianca, and I think that is everybody. So let's chit-chat a minute before I go, because it is after 9. So I'm going to thank everybody. I apologize with the rain. I almost didn't come on because of it, but I said, let me try, and I did. It seemed to work, and then it didn't work, and then it started buffering. So I do thank you for coming on tonight and joining me. I'm here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. If I can't get online like this, I will do just Facebook Messenger from my phone if there's a weather issue or if there's something else going on. Again, reminder that this coming Tuesday, the 22nd, is going to be the Orleans Paranormal Social Club at Allie's house at 1500 Cleary Avenue in Metairie. You can find this on my website. And then Friday is going to be the Christmas in July at Race and Religious. Y'all all know my friend over there, and we're going to go to my friend Misty. We're going to be going over there to see Jill Mercer at her place, Race and Religious. Come join us on 510 Ray Street in New Orleans. It's right off of Tchoupitoulas. It's a lovely venue. We're going to be in an area that's air conditioned, of course, and there will be cake and wine and cheese. And I think it's $30 for the gallery. So if you want, sign up on my website and come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come celebrate my birthday with me. That'll be fun. Then in August, of course, we have Energetics on the 23rd and 24th. That is a 2-day course. It's going to be 8 to 9 hours, 4 to 5 hours each day, 11 to 4 the first day. We'll knock out 5. We'll do 3 or 4 the second day. We will decide what time we will start on the second day by what you guys, those who sign up want to do it. We'll take a vote. Okay? So we'll do that. And then, of course, the most fun event of all is going to be the Touch in Eternity 2026 Cruise. Sense Healing learns how to sense an area. This will really, and we're going to do some investigation while we're there at the first stop. Second stop will be about the healing. And then there'll be courses in learning how to sense. There'll be stories, activities in the group. There'll be classes on healing, on trance healing. There'll be courses also on how to map, how to investigate, and those things. So my paranormal friends come out and join us on that as well. That will be a lot of fun. And if you sign up, you can get on with Uplift. Uplift will let you extend another year of payments with 0 interest. So look that up. Now the course and the cruise are 2 separate. If you don't want to take the courses, that's fine. But then you won't get to come to any of the fun events that we're doing, because that's going to be for the people who sign up only for the portion for the courses. The cruise, anybody can bring family, friends if you want to, because you're going to have time to enjoy the cruise as well. So come on out and have some fun with us at Touch in Eternity 2026, the Sense Healing Cruise. All right. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I apologize for the weather because it has sucked with this stuff going on with it. But we got through it, and I got to give y'all some great readings. I hope you enjoyed them. I will be on again next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Please get your friends to join us. Get people to join us. The bigger we are, the longer I will roll, okay? If I can see that I got 20 or 30 or 40 followers on here, I'm gonna really stay on here even longer with you guys doing readings. So I try to make sure I get everybody I can. Yes, and I love you guys too, Mark. I love you too. That was Mark. So Mark Senior. I'm gonna show what Mark Junior. Mark Senior, I love you too, love. All right, guys. Bye bye, Jamie. Bye bye, Mark. Bye bye, Joe. Bye bye, Mark Junior. Bye bye, Mary and Sophia and Robert and Melissa and Daria and Elizabeth. I love you all. Thank you for joining.